Okay, we proceed. Can you help me reduce AutoCAD to match the size, almost the same size as the Excel file? Yeah, that is okay. Okay, so we do wording. Okay. The response rate of your AutoCAD is not good. You see, it takes long to respond to me. Okay, let's start our wording. As if your internet today is not good. No, it will disturb us again. You leave, let's work slowly with this. Mm. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is better. Okay. So we go and I hope our QS menu is. So you turn on your QS menu and you give it time to load. Okay, so we go into the QS main works, of which I'm not seeing. Is your menu? I can't see them. Okay. Okay, okay. But it's fine. I can use shortcuts. Yes. Actually, that's what I wanted. Like that is okay. So now we go into here our QS main works. We go Takeoff brick wall. The shortcut is W4 or you can use W3. Then it will ask you for the thickness of the walling. For this case, I'm saying our walls are 200 millimeters. When you click enter, it will ask you to input the height of the o-ring. What is the height? 400. Then you enter. It will ask you to click the start of the o-ring. Now you start moving, following the walls. So we start from here. I'm going to start my wall from here. Again, this internet has slowed down. And we come here. Some of these things I might not work, like click in the exact position, but at least it is, you will understand what I'm doing. Yes. Now for walling, you move up until when you feel like you're exhausted with where you wanted to move. Yeah, because it doesn't give you a limit. You get. Yeah. Some error there. Let me first stop it there for now. You see, when you stop it, help me maximize this. Maximize the Excel file. Yes. I want to show you the results. The Excel file. So our results are here. Now, you see how it has come? The walling has come as 400, which is wrong. So which means, yes, you see this? Which means our length is also in terms of, you see? Yet in actual sense, this should be 10. So this is coming as a result of the settings. So let me first organize this again. Okay, so we come back to the Excel. Okay, organize it, then we proceed. So we come here, back to our Autocad file. Then we type our QS units. So we are going to use millimeters. We are going to use millimeters. It should read this side in AutoCAD as millimeters. The Excel file automatically will go to meters. You get? So let's do let's do another pattern, you see. But the challenge, like, this thing is not responding properly. My zooming, it first fails to respond, and after it moves so quick. But now you see where we take off, it marks that part so that you can't make an error and redo. Okay, so we proceed with W4. It will again ask you, the other settings are still there, they will stay in. So which means this wall is going to start from here. Maybe I can stop it here. Hit enter. When we enter, let's is what happens. Are you seeing now how it has come? So which now, yes, we had not changed the units, so it was by default it is working in meters. So when we change the units, then it, for the Excel file, it automatically detects, it extracts the data from the other side into the Excel sheet in meters. But if the AutoCAD file, if the AutoCAD settings are reading meters, it means it doesn't have to convert anything. So it just brings the quantity. Yes. In AutoCAD, you set it to millimeters. Yes. Yes, the QS units should be in millimeters. The Excel file will automatically be in meters, which is standard. So that is it for wording. But now, coming back. No, I'm still, now remember we have some deductions in here. Because our area, we took it as a full length. So now the shortcut for deductions, when you go to QS main works, down you will see it is W5. This is for deductions. It will automatically detect the thickness of the wall as you had put it. Then it will ask you for the height of the opening. How high are these windows? Maybe I will assume 1.5. Is it the true value? Okay, so if this is 1,500, so here everything you shall put it in millimeters. It will ask you to click the start of the opening, whereby our opening starts from here. So just, I'm trying to get a clear point. So you start your opening from there, then it will ask you, after you've clicked the start point, it will ask you for the end point of the opening, which is this. And when you do that, you see it has already automatically detected it that it is a minus. So you have more openings. If you have more openings and they are of the same height, you don't need to cancel the command. You just leave in the command and you keep on clicking the start and the end of the opening. It will keep taking the same parameters. But for this part we are done. I can see we only had one opening. Maybe, probably there is also this one here. Yeah. So we also do it. So this one is taking the same parameters as the first one. So now you see it automatically books the quantity of the opening as a minus, which our window, this window is 2.5 meters long and 1.5 meters high. This one is 0.6 and this is 1. So to get the, yes, to get the accurate quantity, which means we shall sum up this. Remember, you will first do all your walling, maybe external, then after you sum them up. When you enter, what is it saying? I think I've made an error in my formula. Yeah, this should be, it should stop at 15. Yes, like this. So you see it has reduced from 22.51 square meters to 17.86 square meters. So which means the 17.86 is the correct value that we shall transfer to our BOQ. So if we are done with all the taking off, then we just now maybe copy the dimension sheet to one of the sheets in the BOQ, or we can bring the BOQ and create a sheet here and we add it. Or alternatively, we can link maybe the two different worksheets, but that one is quite not good. I would advise like maybe you create a sheet and you add in the takeoff sheet. Assuming maybe this is the BOQ sheet, you can just remember your BOQ, you already have everything organized, your own remaining with the quantities of wording, and then you fill in and you proceed. So which means you just come here and say equals, you go back to your takeoff sheet, equals this, you enter. When you enter now, you see your BOQ quantity is already catered for, and then it applies a rate and it gives you the amount. Yeah. So it first that's how you do for all your wording. Generally, all the items of measurements that you're going to do, that's how you do it. Then maybe yes. I beg your pardon? Yes, when you're moving, drawing a line from end to end means you're drawing the length of the wall. But remember, you've already put in the height. So if for it knows walling is done in square meters. So it is going to read the length from the AutoCAD as you're measuring, and then it will get that length, then it multiplies by the height you've put, then it gives you the area. Yeah, it is. Actually, you can even check in the Excel sheet. It does not kill the formulas. You can see that this quantity is as a result of multiplying height times length times the number of elements, which is not the case with other quantity taking off softwares, because once you export the data, you lose the formula, so you can't trace what formula it used. For the perimeter, but now the length is already here in the length section. You get? Maybe if you want to know the perimeter, which means you're going to sum all the lengths, ignoring the length of the openings. That will be the perimeter. But now, if you're calculating the areas, there the tool automatically gives you the perimeter. Maybe let me do. I want to do these ceramic tiles in this bathroom. So we just go in our PDF. You see there is option 9, P9. So all these are options. So you see there is export area, whereby you select the name, then you draw the polyline. There is where you export the open area, select the name, then you draw the polyline along the open area. Since I don't have those details, anyway, I have the name, I can use this P8. Then it will ask you to select the name, which is this. You see it has selected it. Then we draw the polyline. Then we cross. Then let's go this side. So you see it has read the ceramic tiles, and it has measured the area of the, oh, I chose an option for the open area for deduction, but still it is the same thing. So you see it knows that this is the area. From our room, the length is 1.4 and the width is 2.14, and if you were to measure the dimensions of that of that bathroom. These are the dimensions. Then the perimeter is this, and this is the area. So maybe if you want to do like things to do with cornices, cutting, so which means you're going to use the perimeter. And when you come this side, now this wasn't it exported just the area. This option wasn't for concrete works, for slab works. If it was slab, it would have, even if this one is an opening, it would have deducted from the area of the wall slab. Then it knows the area of the opening, it deducts it from the area of the slab. But for formwork, it knows since there is an opening, it means where on the edges of the opening to the slab, there will also be formwork. Then it also adds that formwork. It subtracts from the soffits, but it adds on the sides. You get? And if we had to check here in our drawing, if we had to measure this dimension from here, you can see it is 2.14, and of which it is what the tool gave us. So I think that is it mainly for walling and for areas. So like for the slab, you see, you just read through all these things. When you read, it tells you, you see, they are telling you, take off a beam. This is taking off a beam. Here it is export wall, column, or footing. So the first wordings here, the first wordings before these minus, they tell you what task you're doing. So this one is telling you that you export wall or column or footing, and to do it, these words in front with these greater signs, these are the steps you take. So which means if you take this option, it will ask you to input the height. After inputting the height, it will ask you to input the name. After the name, it will ask you to draw the polyline along the column footing. This one, the PDF layout is used. Maybe you received the drawing as a PDF and you imported it, and maybe it is you group it together to avoid the confusion. You know, a PDF is different from when you receive a soft copy of a WG file or a DX file. So this is where it allows you, it makes work easy. But if you receive a WG file, it means that the column footings, they will be already having a square. So you can, or a rectangle, you can just click on the object. Now if you are to do that, you don't use the PDF layout, you use the main works. So then this one, export slab area, these are the steps. You see, these are the procedures you take. Export area, like this. Yeah, you put the name, then you draw the polyline along the point you want. So if we had to take off a slab, this option I had used, these options P8 and P9, this option is, they are just for any areas. Like maybe you want to measure maybe ceramic tiles, when you select P9, it will ask you to input the name of what you want to measure. After you've put the name and entered, it will ask you to draw a polyline along the point that you want to get the area. After you've done that, it will export the data to Excel with that name you put as in the description, then the dimensions in the quantities side, where it will show you the length, width, as well as the perimeter and the total area. So that is it mainly. Then other things, I would advise that you keep on trying the different options, you see what is taking place there. Because the good thing with this thing, you see, every option is taking, you have its directions shown here. You can see. So here they tell you what to do. This is what sets the QS tools to be much better than the rest of the software. Because you see, every step you take, it tells you what to do. For example, like this one, you see it is telling you export text to column B in Excel vertically. Maybe let me like, yes, let me show you what that one does. This is column B. So let me get the option. Where is it? Export text to, it is VT. So which means here it is going to align the text we are going to pick from here in a vertical, meaning like it is going to put it in a column. You get? So maybe I want to get some words here. So I'm going to select these words here, that word. So I want them to be taken to column B of the Excel sheet. So I'm just selecting these words. These are the texts that I want to export. Then after, when you click enter, so it should export all of them to Excel, and of which I believe it has done. However, I'm sure you're not seeing it. There should be some data there should be some data down there. Maybe because that one, it doesn't, if it starts from where you had stopped working. So let's scroll down. I think there should be something down. You see? There's some work down here. So before you start, it's better you first delete everything. You get? Yeah, so you just have to clear everything so that you don't confuse the... I'm sure it has written it, but it is somewhere, because it starts from where the data is. So when you're going to use your sheet, it's better you first select it like this. Don't delete these things, especially the upper, this row number 6 upwards, because if once you... Yes, because if you delete above yellow, your data will confuse you. Because at least above yellow, you see these headings, and they are the ones that guide you. So it's better you just select these cells, then you delete. You ignore what is above arrow. Yes. So I think some of these things you can just keep teaching them yourself. Maybe now what you will need, all options, as you can see, if you want to do reinforcements, it is the same thing. You see, these are the shortcuts. If you're taking off a cut bar, that is a straight bar, an L-shaped bar, a U-shaped bar, a V-shaped bar, style up, link, something like that. When you choose an option, the tool will automatically ask you what it wants, like what you should do. For example, this one, I'm clicking this option of BUB. You see, it will ask you to input the height of the beam. This height, you don't put the thickness of the beam, you just put the bed that you want. Now that the bar is going to be bent in a U shape, you just have to give the height you put is not the height of the beam. This is the bend that you want, maybe 100 or 50 at the end of the bar. You get? And when you enter, it will ask you to input the reinforcement name, of which we don't have here, but I'm just going to use this since it is also a text. It will read it. Then it will ask you to click the start and the end, of the B of the reinforcement. Maybe here. You see, this is something I've just done from nowhere. And this is how it brings it. So which means our shape, our bar is going to be of this shape. You get? So which you see it has brought these dimensions in millimeters. But when it was booking here, it has put them in meters. So it automatically detects that. The fact that we had changed our units their side. And then now the fact that we have done the reinforcement from a wrong template, some of these things might not, like you might not see them properly. Because now I know since this bar is longer than a full bar, it must have calculated the overlap somewhere. Yeah, so once the bar exceeds the once the bar exceeds the once it exceeds the bar length, the full bar length, it calculates the overlap automatically. So some of these things you will keep on learning them. So just practice. I believe in 1 week you will be thanking me later, because your work will be so quick. Because now, like this building here we are using, if I'm to sit on it even in less than 30 minutes or 30 minutes, I can be having all quantities of walling and the roofing up the top. Yeah, because I can do a building of like 8 floors if I'm seated, not like this thing of mixing my work and what. I can do a building of 8 floors or 5 floors. I can do all the takeoffs in 1 day. Yes, and maybe I spare the other day for doing the BOQ and maybe the material schedule. But I can finish 1 day. I take off all elements: concrete, walling, reinforcements, all of them. So you take your time, master it, you'll be good to go. I think this is enough for you to kick off. Otherwise, thank you for entrusting us. Some people find it difficult to entrust people financially.